Good evening and welcome to Thursday's edition of the Regional News. We begin with news from Haiti. The Haitian government's anti-corruption agency charged 5 high-profile individuals with corruption on Wednesday, including 3 members of an interim governing council, over a scandal involving bribing the chairman of a state-owned bank. The 3 are voting members of a 9-member council appointed in April to act as the country's executive branch until new elections can be held in the crisis-racked Caribbean island nation. The council members, diplomat Smith Augustine, politician Louis Gilles, and former Judge Emmanuel, are accused of abuse of office, bribery, and corruption. They have all rejected the charges. Haiti's National Palace had no immediate comment. The Prime Minister's office did not immediately respond to a request for a comment. The anti-corruption body known as the ULCC also accused local official Lonick Leandre, the alleged orchestrator of the bribery scandal, and Raoul Pascal, the then chairman of the Banque Nationale de Credit, of involvement in the corruption case. Last week, the United Nations backed strengthening the ULCC, which out of 87 investigations submitted to Haiti's judiciary, has obtained just 1 conviction. We tell you now that hundreds of thousands of Argentine students protested in the streets on Wednesday against sharp spending cuts at public universities by President Javier's libertarian government. The protests were organized after the administration threatened to veto a law Congress passed weeks ago to guarantee university funding as Argentina faces an economic crisis with annual inflation close to 240%. And over half of its population in poverty. Government has repeatedly justified cuts, deriding public universities as sites of socialist indoctrination. But the institutions have a strong reputation among Argentines. The head of Argentina's FUA University Federation, Fernandez, told the crowds that the public university education is fighting for its survival, adding that spending on education and science is an investment, not an expense. In April, a protest that drew hundreds of thousands of students and teachers forced Javier to reconsider a cut in the higher education budget. University authorities later said the government did not make promised improvements. We conclude with some international news. Iran launched almost 200 ballistic missiles towards Israel on Tuesday night. The Israeli military said most of the missiles were intercepted, but that small number struck central and southern Israel. The only person reported to have been killed was a Palestinian man in the occupied West Bank. It was Iran's second such attack on Israel this year, after it launched about 300 missiles and drones in April. Sirens sounded as Israel's entire 10 million population was told to head into bomb shelters on Tuesday. Social media videos showed missiles flying over the densely populated cities of Jerusalem less than 15 minutes later. Explosions could be heard overhead as air defenses intercepted the incoming missiles. The Israeli military confirmed on Wednesday some of its air bases had been hit during the attack, but said no weapons, aircraft, or critical infrastructure was damaged, and the Air Force's operational abilities were not affected. I am KERESE Gonzalves. Thank you for watching.